Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another edition of Keys for Beers Reviews. Tonight, I felt like I was in the mood for an IPA, and um, I thought there's not a better time to do a review of an IPA that I haven't tried yet. This brew is from the Lucky Bucket Brewing Company in La Vista, Nebraska. I've already reviewed their Certified Evil, which I thought was very, very good. I've not had this. They're a relatively new brewery. They only started brewing in 2009, so they really only got 3 beers. Their other one is their Prohibition Lager, which is the first one they started out with. I'm not a real lager fan, but after tasting Certified Evil, and depending on how this one goes, I may just give the lager a try. Okay, from the website, it says India Pale Ale is about balance. The right balance of malt, hop flavor, bitterness, and aroma to create an unforgettable ale. Lucky Bucket's original American IPA begins with a nice malt bill that lets the brew stand up to the mountain of hops added later. After the boil, the hot wort, the beer before it's really beer, is fired through a hop back. What the heck is it? A unique 4-barrel stainless steel tank filled with gratuitous amount of raw flour, Amarillo, Centennial, and Cascade hops. I need to get a new cartridge for my printer. Extracting the aromatic oils and flavor of the hops. Followed with additional dry hopping in the fermenter. The end result is a big, well-balanced West Coast-style IPA with terrific hop flavor and aroma. Lucky Bucket weighs in at 65 IBUs and a 6.3% ABV. With only 33 reviews at Beer Advocate, they give it a B. Rate Beer only gives it 40 reviews. Like I said, they're a very small brewery. They just started actually less than 2 years ago. They give it an 88 overall and 66 in the style. So let's get this in a glass and see what we got. I'm going to try the quarter trick one more time with a different opener to see how it works. Last one sort of destroyed the edge of the cap. I do like to save my caps. Now that one came open much quicker, and actually got a pretty decent cap. I think I found my opener, at least until I do one of the things, build one of the things like Jameson has. Now let's get this in the glass and see what we've got here. Oh, we got a beautiful color for an IPA. You can't see it in the camera, but it's just a golden orange, just tinging on amber. It may be a bit dark for an IPA, but boy, that's a beautiful color. Medium carbonation streaming up. We got a good 1-finger head now. We probably had a finger and a half, verging on 2 before. That is a beautiful looking IPA, I have to say. I have high hopes for it after doing that Certified Evil. Let's give it a smell and see what we got. Oh, right up front, citrus, little pine, little lemon, little grassy. I'm picking up just a touch of caramel and some bready maltiness. Maybe a little of like a white grapefruit, not the pink ones that you see, but the white grapefruits. Those are just a bit more sour. Maybe almost a bit of orange zest too. This is a really, really good smelling beer. Let's give her a taste and see if it follows suit. Oh, yep, that's bitter right up front. Oh, but it's good. Yeah, it's citrusy. Not a lot of Not a lot of floral hops. It's mostly citrusy. You get your oranges and grapefruit and just a touch of lemon. Like I said, it's that white grapefruit. It's not the not that pink sweet one. In the middle of the mouth, it becomes a bit sweet. The hops kind of kick in. Kind of mellow out that bitterness a bit. But the bitterness is your predominant taste in this. It's not overly bitter. I think the hops or the malts are there just enough to mellow it out so it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's not a hot bomb. Definitely not a hot bomb. But it's nice and hoppy. It's a tasty beer. There may be some floral hops coming into the middle there. But let me let this warm up just a bit. Won't be a long time. Sip on it in a while. I'll come back with my final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been, like I said, it was going to be about 10 minutes or so. I really like this IPA. It leaves a nice lacing on the glass. This is a pretty beer to look at. It's a nice beer to smell. Great beer to taste. I notice as it's warmed up a little bit, there is a little more sweetness and maybe a little more floral notes in the center of the palate. But it starts off bitter and citrusy, and toward the middle of the palate it gets sweet and you get those floral hops, and then it finishes hoppy, slightly bitter, but very cleansing. There's nothing left on the palate after this is gone. This is a very good beer. It's not the best IPA I've had, but for a brewery that's actually been brewing less than 2 years, I think this is a pretty good effort. I may just actually give their lager a try, even though I'm not a lager fan. So until next time, beer tubers, keep drinking good beer. And cheers. I just realized I was enjoying it so much I forgot to grade it. I'm going to give this beer 8.5 out of 10.